The world celebrates polished leaders, but God raises scarred leaders, those who survive the breaking and lead with truth, humility, and authority. Isaiah 53:5 says, by his wounds we are healed. The pattern of redemption is that wounds become sources of authority and healing. Real leadership is shaped not by polish, but by scars, the very places where God met you, healed you, and strengthened you. Ready to grow with resilience, clarity, and confidence in leadership, career, and faith? Welcome to The Next Move. I'm Orvin Kimbrough, CEO, author, and founder of The Thriver's Path. I went from foster care to the CEO seat, and here's what I learned. Transformation doesn't start with a title. It starts with your next move. How you reframe your thinking, reclaim your agency, and rename what's possible. If you're done circling and ready to step forward, you're in the right place. Let's make your next move your best move. Welcome back to The Next Move, the podcast where we explore faith, leadership, and personal growth to help you take your next step with purpose and confidence. Folks, I'm your host, Orvin Kimbrough. Today, we're talking about something leadership books rarely teach, but life always does. The scars that strengthen your leadership. We're drawn to polished leaders, aren't we? The clean resume, the composed demeanor, the story that looks untouched by struggle, but real leadership doesn't come from polish. Come on now. Real leadership is born from scars. A scar means something tried to break you and failed. A scar means you wrestled with your own humanity and didn't lose your hope. A scar means God carried you through a season that could have taken you out. And scars change how you lead. Scarred leaders don't weaponize authority. They don't rush to judgment. They don't hide behind their title. They lead with humility because life taught them humility. A scar is the evidence that pain didn't win. It's the reminder that healing is possible. It's the testimony that you are stronger than what tried to destroy you. And here's the deeper truth. Your scars are often the very places where God releases your authority. People follow scarred leaders not because they're flawless, but because they are real. Because their strength is rooted in truth, not performance, because their leadership flows from resilience, not image. This is the kind of leadership the world is starving for. Leadership shaped by healing, anchored in grace, and guided by scars that testify to God's power. Your scars aren't weaknesses. We have to reframe. Your scars aren't weaknesses. They're credentials. We have to reclaim. What healed you is now part of what equips you. We have to rename. You're not leading despite your past. You're leading because of what God brought you through. So let me ask you this question. Which scar is God trying to transform into strength and authority in your leadership today? If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs to be reminded of their strength. Visit orvinkimbrough.com for more reflections and join the Thriver's Path, where your journey becomes the foundation of your rise. Thanks for spending time with me on The Next Move. I hope today's reflection helped you see your situation differently and reminded you that you're not stuck, you're being strengthened. If this episode resonated, share it with someone who's standing at the edge of their next move. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's ahead. For deeper reflections, tools, and guided pathways for growth, visit orvinkimbrough.com and explore the Thriver's Path. Until next time, remember, every small step taken with intention moves you closer to the life and leadership you're becoming. Let's keep moving forward together.